I'm taking the Carpentry Foundation course, level 1. It's essentially an introduction to the carpentry trade, and I was drawn to it because going into high school, especially around grade 9, grade 10, I knew I wanted to get into trades, and carpentry just stood out. We had actually taken a few field trips to Campbell River to do some work with Habitats for Humanity, and we helped put in a floor system, and it was a great feeling. Like having that opportunity to help out in the community is something that I find carpentry has the ability for. I've received $1,000, and with it, especially moving from Port Alberni to Courtenay, definitely helped. It was very much a surprise. I put in my application quite late, pretty close to the deadline, and when I received that letter saying that I'd won a bursary, it stunned me. It's receiving a gift that is the big thing about that. Receiving someone's aid that they want to help young students out. Like, that idea in itself is huge. And having someone out there willing to help me out, it helped immensely. Thank you for helping me build a better future.
I'm in the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program. I'm actually in my 3rd year right now, and my 3rd year practicum, so I'm finishing up. It's a very challenging program. I really enjoy it. You learn so much every single day. I first had an interest in healthcare when I was about 12 years old. I had appendicitis, but I actually got involved in my family trade, which was stonemasonry. And I always knew that I wanted to go back to school eventually. And so just a few years ago, I decided to go back to school here at North Island College. The North Island College has done a really great job of preparing me for the career. I want to work in the Comox Valley or Campbell River. I'd be happy with either. The foundation has really helped me out, especially as a mature student coming back. It's quite a financial strain when you make the decision to go from being self-employed to going back to school. It was really interesting to put a face to the people who are donating this money because, well, it really puts to perspective sort of the people who have an interest in seeing you succeed. Thank you for helping me enrich the health of my community.
When I started in the certificate program, I was sort of thinking that I'd work in a preschool or in a daycare. Since I have been out in the field working in this, I've kind of landed my dream job, which is here in Port Alberni at Outreach. So I work with the Port Alberni Association for Children with Developmental Disabilities. It's inspiring to me. It's allowing me to do all kinds of things that I didn't ever think I would do. I have a undergraduate degree in music, and when I had my own children, I sort of felt like I was meant to work with children. I feel like I'm bringing some unique combinations of skills to the work that I do. Currently, I'm trying to develop, with support from my organization, ways to incorporate music and movement, and music and learning, and music and therapy. I'm a full-time mom and a part-time worker and a part-time student, so one less thing on the budget to worry about means that there are spaces in the budget for other things for my family. So the trickle down is really, I think, most beneficial for my children. I feel like I'm helping. I feel like I'm doing something that I can see the results of. I'm so grateful for the Lions organization for offering this bursary to me and to other students in Port Alberni. It really does enable us to fulfill our dreams, follow our path in education, and provide services that we've learned to our community in turn. Thank you for helping me better support my community.
Before I was doing an arts degree, and then I took a year to kind of think about it, and that's where the award really came in handy to give me that extra financial backing and confidence to try out the engineering program. Green technology is really important to me because It's where we need to go moving forward. We can't keep taking from this planet, beating it up and expecting it to bounce back. We have unlimited energy coming from the sun. We've started to harness it, now we just need to really improve and keep moving forward in that direction. This year we got to work on a few projects related to solar panel, one actually in an English class where we got to pick our project, and another in the engineering design course where we had to boil a can of water using basically tin foil. Without the bursary, I would have had to have worked full-time while attending studies, and that meant I wouldn't have been able to dedicate nearly as much time and wouldn't have been as successful had it not been for that award. It really meant a lot just that someone cares to support a random person's education and gives you pride in when you're studying. Obviously you have your family supporting you, all your friends, but just to have a kind stranger be willing to donate that money to pursue your degree is pretty fantastic. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to pursue my education.